Hi, what we're going to do, we're going to safely isolate booth 1. As you can see, the red indicator light's on in the bay. The live plug socket tester is illuminated and it's buzzing, and we'll have a dead plug socket tester plugged in. To kill the power supply to the bay, what we do is we hit the emergency stop. Now, if you release the emergency stop again, the bay cannot be made live without me as the assessor turning the key back on for safety reasons. So that's bay 1 live again. So also, before you do any isolation process, we need to make sure that the equipment within that vicinity has had all its IT data saved so that you don't upset the end user. Next stage is to identify the circuit within the consumer control unit. To identify the circuit within the consumer unit, we're looking at bay 1. Bay 1 is marked up there on the circuit chart at 6L1, and also on the miniature circuit breakers we've got bay 1 marked there, and you can see there's a 6 here, and we've got bay 1L1. So the next stage is to switch off the circuit. The next equipment that's required is a lock, a dolly lock, a sign and a multi-lock. They need to be fitted to the consumer unit and lock the MCB in the off position. So the next stage is to fit the dolly lock and close it. So the dolly lock's closed onto the circuit breaker. Then what we'll have to do is we'll put the multi-lock through the dolly lock. The multi-lock then has to be closed. Close the multi-lock like so. A sign is then added through the multi-lock, so to warn everybody not to switch the circuit on, and then each person working on the circuit adds their own lock. So the lock is then fitted, and then all importantly the key is kept with the user. Sign should be turned around so it can be displayed. Now that is the circuit identified, switched off, locked off, and a warning sign placed. Next, you need to get a voltage indicator and a proving unit. The voltage indicator and proving unit come in a little kit. So the proving unit is only a device to make the voltage indicator light up. Often the voltage indicator is mistaken as a proving unit. The proving unit is a battery operated device that produces a 500 volt supply to illuminate the voltage indicator, which I'll show you next. So the voltage indicator is then inserted into the proving unit to make sure it is actually operational and working. Make sure that lights up. This has to be done twice, before and after, ensuring the supply is dead. Next, we go to the supply and we do 3 tests. Test 1 is you insert the probes between earth and neutral. Test 2, insert the probes between earth and live, and finally insert the probes between live and neutral. What you never do is insert the probe in the live conductor on its own. So you do earth to neutral, earth to live, neutral to live. That proves the circuit is dead, but the voltage indicator could still be broken. So the last check is to reprove the voltage indicator. Then we know the circuit is definitely safe to work on.